All right, guys, welcome back to Cold Pizza Watch Reviews. Today, I'm not reviewing a watch. I'm reviewing my truck. It's a 2022 Dodge Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x2. So you want to know what I think about it? Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about a truck that I've had for almost a year, actually 10 months. Bought this brand new. This is the Crew Cab, not the Quad Cab, the Crew Cab 4x2 Dodge 1500 Bighorn. Do a little bit of a walk around. This has got the short bed. Those are dealer installed running boards made by Mopar. It's a dealer installed bed cover, also made by Mopar. This truck's got the included tow package, which was standard with this model. I'm doing a walk around here, running boards again. So this has the V6. We'll do a little look under the hood here in a minute, but just giving you a walk around. This is the ETorque. Now I've got right at about 30,000 miles on it. And we'll go into the interior and we'll talk about that. But give me a minute, I'm gonna pop the hood and let you see what the engine looks like. All right, let's look under the hood here. Now, the base model comes with the Pentastar V6 3.6 liter ETorque. Now, the ETorque is standard. You can't get the V6 without it unless you get the Classic, which I think is still available, but they may eventually just be all ETorque. So that ETorque is just an electric motor that helps the truck start. Once it shuts off at a stoplight or a stop sign, it just smooths the transition to the powertrain. You really don't notice the truck restarting. I actually kind of like it. I don't know that I really gained that much more mileage. I average about 22 to 23 miles per gallon with the truck. But that said, that's how it's going to come on a base model. You get the ETorque regardless. Don't have any problems with it. We're going on 30,000 miles with this truck, so haven't seen any issues on the dash regarding the ETorque. It just does its thing. You can cut it off and I'll show you inside where you cut that feature off. But there's your engine bay. Look, you got a lot of room if you like to work on it, change your own oil filter. Oil filter is somewhere up top. It's easy to access. I don't mess with it. But look, you got a lot of room in there. There you go. That's the engine compartment, guys. We're gonna go inside here in just a second. Okay, one other thing I want to show you is a standard option that comes with the Bighorn is you've got this dampened tailgate. And this is nice because once you drop it down, you don't have to sit there and lower the gate down. It's got a little bit of assist to it. Show you that again, this dampened tailgate. Pretty nice and smooth. What I usually carry in here, this is my work truck. The idea on what you can actually fit in this short bed. Got another box up there, the other Husky up there. Got the, I think that's a 28, the 28 lifetime cooler in here. Another tool bag. Got the load lock. Still got a little room left here. This is a Rhino sprayed in liner. The dealer actually gave me a credit to have this put in. It was about $550 to have the spray in liner done. We negotiated that. Just give me an idea of what you can put in this short bed. All right, let's move to the interior. So another standard option that came on this is you get the automatic tilt mirrors. See how it just tilts right in. It's a nice feature, especially if you're going into a parking deck or you're in the city or you're going through a tight drive-through. I find this is pretty good to use. Really didn't think I was going to use it as much as I do. So great little feature. Standard door panel. Lots of good little cubbies. I love this about this truck. There's so much storage everywhere. So you can put glasses, a wallet right in here. You got cups, you got space right here. Typical electric seat, cloth. The leather is in an upgraded version, so we opted for the cloth. This comes with cloth or fabric floor mats. I got the WeatherTech. I chucked the other ones. The WeatherTech The WeatherTech mats for this truck will run you about a little bit over 200, about 220 for the passenger, driver, and the whole back floorboard. Let's get inside here. There's your center console. Crank that up. You've got Sirius XM. You've got Apple CarPlay. All of that works great. I had one issue early on where the presets for my satellite radio would just go away. That was within the first month. They did an update, a software update. I've had no more issues. I've had no problems with this truck. There was one recall for a little spacer washer on the tailgate, but there's been no mechanical or electronic recalls. Go over to the steering wheel. You've got this leather wrapped steering wheel. All your controls here. You've got volume controls and media controls on the back of the steering wheel. It's telescopic, moves in and out, up and down. You can adjust your pedal height as well down here. So you see, I've been doing a lot of city driving the past 3 or 4 days. I'm averaging about 20.9 miles per gallon. I'd say overall I'm like 21, 22. On the highway, I can get 23, 24 fairly decent. So down here, you got the shift knob, which I hate, but that's on almost all cars now, especially trucks. You can't get around that. If you want to cut the auto stop off, it's right here. I've only probably done that 2 or 3 times. And I'll tell you, when the truck shuts off and you're in the middle of summer, you can start to get a little hot in here. When that engine's off, you don't really get the cooling effect. So I've shut this off a couple times, like there in July and August. But other than that, it really hasn't been a problem. Here's your center console. Got traction control, tow haul mode. Up here, you've got the controls for the rear window glass. You can open and close the glass right here. You've got your lights. You've got a nighttime light. You can put your glasses up here. All pretty basic stuff. But what really sold me on this truck, and I want to let you know, if you're looking at the Bighorn, you can either get it with this center console or you can get the third seat. Most of these, they try to sell you with that third seat. It's really hard to find this center console, but I tell you what, that's what sold me. This center divider, look at all that you've got. You got so much space in here. You've got another USB plug in there. Lower that, it goes even deeper. You can fit a laptop down here, chargers, plugs, pens, pencils, tape measure, whatever stuff you use day in and day out. Close that back. This thing slides back and forth. You can access whatever's in the belly down here, and it goes all the way through. It's got a center divider that you can put in there as well. USB plugs. You got another outlet up here. All base model stuff. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you got all kind of plugs that are in this thing. This console also has another little cubby where you can put a file folder, papers, receipts. So much storage. But I do want to warn you, look out, man. If you're looking for one of these, that middle seat, every dealer was trying to get me to get the one with the middle seat. There's no storage. And I live in this truck. I mean, I'm already at 30,000 miles in 10 months. And I want a place to put drinks, cell phones, chargers, receipts, whatever I'm doing for the day. This is just an awesome little spot to do my work for the day. Like, have my laptop sitting here. A lot of times what I'll do, I may have to get on a conference call. This becomes my office back here. I sit back here, I sit my laptop there, got it plugged in, and I've got all this area back here to work. Now, coming into the back, why I recommend the crew cab is it is huge back here. You flip these seats up, look at all that space. Let's flip this other seat up. Look at all that space. You can put a full-size dog crate back there. You can put a sleeping bag back there and lay down comfortably. Look at that, it's huge. The quad cab is tiny, tiny. But if it's what you get, it's what you get. I mean, if you want the quad cab, I'm not saying don't do it, but for me, being on the road, I carry all kinds of stuff. Never know what I'm gonna have in the truck for the day that I don't wanna keep in the bed. And this is an excellent storage area back here. It's usually just me, but I can put luggage and all kinds of stuff. The other thing with the crew cab, you got these little inboard storage areas. Put rags, straps, cleaner in there. Standard crew cab. Look at that. Back here, not a whole lot. You've just got this little cubby, basic air vents. You got two more cup holders back here. Got cup holders in the door. Drop this back down. And you've got armrests, a couple more cup holders. Your sliding rear window, which is kind of pointless. You don't really get any airflow from it, but it's there. Big cabin. And I think the crew cab just has such a stout ride because of the center of gravity. I mean, it has a very tight ride. It's not wobbly, bouncy. You don't feel like the back end is sliding out. At 30,000 miles, all I've done is rotate the tires, change the oil. Go around here again. And I believe the towing capacity on the 6 cylinders right around 7,000 pounds. So I'm never going to exceed that. Give you another overview here. We're going on the passenger side. Now, your wife or girlfriend is going to like this feature. Well, I know my wife does. Because half the time she's doing her makeup in here, she hits this, she's pretty much got her own little area to throw all her junk and start putting her makeup on. Or whoever's sitting here has a great spot to throw their cell phone, their wallet, their keys, whatever they're doing while they're riding in the truck with you. Cool little cubby that they've integrated here. Again, you've got more storage here on the side in the passenger area. You just got places to put everything all the time. You got some little spot. Well thought out interior. Look at that door. Again, so many places to put things. I believe this is one of the best laid out interiors of any vehicle I've ever had. All right, we'll come around here and take it for a test drive, and we'll talk about acceleration and what I think about how the truck drives. All right, back inside here, I think a lot of people are concerned, like I am, like, man, is the V6 going to be chintzy? You know, has it got any power? I mean, this thing drives just fine. I mean, acceleration, I don't have an issue. I do a lot of highway driving, and if I can't merge, or if I felt like this was really lagging behind, I would be stressed out. But I don't notice any of that. Again, it's a truck. I mean, if you're really wanting something that's just going to peel out, then get the Hemi, but you're looking at a truck. So you take that into consideration, the drivability of the vehicle. But I wouldn't bat an eye at it, man. I didn't have any regrets. I drove both the V8 and the 6-cylinder, and around town, yes, you feel the Hemi kick in, but if you're towing a big boat or a trailer, then yeah, you probably need the Hemi. But if you're like me, I'm keeping about 400 to 500 pounds worth of tools and equipment in the back. I don't need it. Drives just fine. It's a little high revving, but otherwise, I don't have any problems with it. Drives great. This truck is so well balanced and centered. You know, you don't feel it swaying at all. You take corners and you feel pretty confident. Feels like an SUV. It's real tight on the steering. Again, I'd never had a Ram before or a Dodge. So I thought, oh, it's going to be sloppy and kind of clunky and rattly. It's just my my impression of Dodge, or what I thought they were going to be, or Ram now. But this thing has a great ride. I've done 7 hours in it, driven across the state, and there's plenty of leg room. The way you sit in the truck, you sit up high, drives really well. I think when you're looking at the most you can get for your money, don't go look at Nissan. Their ratings were terrible. I think the most for your money is the Ram 1500 Bighorn. Especially you get this crew cab. You can take the family to the beach. You got that covered bed. You can put all your luggage back there. And you've got a great work truck. It's good on gas. And this Pentastar 6, man, it's very reliable. Look at the ratings on it. I mean, it's time tested. Chrysler's used this in so many different vehicles. So, anyway, guys, let me know if you have any questions about it. If you think about getting one, and you got a question that I didn't answer, just post it in the comments below. And as always, I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks.